Welcome back. In this video, we are going to look at solvency ratios. Solvency refers to a company's ability to fulfill its long-term obligations, which is essentially its ability to make interest and principal payments. Solvency ratios provide information regarding the relative amount of debt in the company's capital structure and the adequacy of earnings and cash flows to cover interest expenses and other fixed charges like lease or rental payments. Solvency ratios are primarily of two types. First is the debt ratio, which focuses on balance sheet and measures the amount of debt capital relative to equity capital. The second type of solvency ratio is coverage ratios, which focus on income statement and measures the ability of a company to cover its debt payments. These ratios are useful in assessing a company's solvency and so are also useful for evaluating quality of a company's bond and other debt obligations. Here we see commonly used solvency ratios. Let's look at them one by one. First is the debt to assets ratio. It is obtained by dividing total debt by total assets, and this ratio measures the percentage of total assets financed with debt. So a debt to asset ratio of 0.4 indicates 40% of company's assets are financed with debt. Generally, higher debt means higher financial risk and thus indicates weaker solvency. The next ratio is debt to capital ratio, which is the ratio of total debt to total capital. Total capital is the sum of total debt and equity. Just like debt to assets ratio, a higher debt to capital ratio means higher risk and weaker solvency. The next ratio is the debt to equity ratio, which measures the amount of debt relative to equity capital. The interpretation of debt to equity ratio is the same, that is that the higher debt to equity ratio means higher risk and weaker solvency. The next ratio is the financial leverage ratio, which is obtained by dividing average total assets by average total equity. This ratio measures the amount of total assets supported by each dollar of equity. For example, a value of 3 for this ratio would mean that $1 of equity supports $3 of total assets. The higher the ratio, the more leveraged the company. The next ratio is the interest coverage ratio, which measures the number of times the company's earnings before interest and taxes covers its interest payments. This ratio is also referred to as times interest earned. A higher interest coverage ratio indicates stronger solvency, offering greater assurance that the company can service its debt. The last ratio we look at is the fixed charge coverage, which is calculated by dividing earnings before interest and taxes and lease payments by the interest payments and lease payments. It measures the number of times the company's earnings before interest, taxes and lease payments can cover the company's interest and lease payments, which is actually the fixed charge for the company. A higher fixed charge cover implies higher solvency and offers greater assurance that the company can service its debt. With this, we have come to the end of solvency ratios. Next, we are going to look at the profitability ratios.